Jackson Radio Show.
What's up, everybody? Kevin Jackson. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. Glad you're with me. KJRadio.com. 844-551-8255. Conservatism is what we're talking about in the context of the flaky left. Conservatism is never asking what if, because you don't have to. So-and-so killed a 13-year-old girl in a drive-by shooting. I don't have to know what if the girl is white, what if the girl is black, what if the perpetrator is this. Cop shoots man committing a rape. Cop shoots man for whatever reason. Well, is the cop white? What if the cop is black? What if the dude really wasn't a big boy on his way to college or whatever? We don't have to ask what if. The beauty of conservatism is you just see it for black and white for what it is. That's a kind of a strange way to put it, but you know what I mean. Kevin just talked about black and white. That was a cross between Clinton and Obama right there. Yeah, that Kevin Jackson talked about black and white. Yeah, so we don't have to second guess ourselves on things. We hear a story, we see the tragedy. Crazy man shoots up a bunch of people at a concert in Vegas. I don't need to know, is he Democrat, is he Republican? Was he wearing Confederate flag material? What? Was he black? Was he Muslim? It doesn't matter. It's a tragedy. I don't have to see things where you tell me, oh, some Hollywood producer is molesting a bunch of women. Well, what is he? Is he a Democrat? That's a horrible thing. And you know what? If that Harvey Weinstein had been a card-carrying member of the Republican Party, I would feel the same about him. The only reason why I focus more on what the politics of people are is so I can rub it in the faces of the left. Because that's what they do. They can't wait to rub things in our faces. They look at, you can watch it. You can see it right here. It's playing itself out with this Roy Moore thing where, oh my gosh, Roy Moore, 40 years ago, he might have, squeezed the butt of somebody, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, really? Versus what? Harvey Weinstein really doing it? Versus Bill Clinton really raping women? Versus Kevin Spacey really molesting young boys? Whatever. Are you kidding me? And you want to play the what if game? Let's play the what if game. What if Bill Clinton had been George Bush? I'm no fan of Bush, but I guarantee you the left, it wouldn't have been about his private life then, would it? No, they would have been, it's atrocious what he did, and Bush puts himself off to be a Christian, and this is what he does, and now it's been proven that he actually did this with Monica Lewinsky. It would have been relentless. There'd be no way Bush could recover from that. No way whatsoever. But the left will play games. They'll pretend. They'll pretend like they really give a crap. They don't. Trust me on this, folks. They don't. So you have that. What if Harvey Weinstein had been a huge Republican donor? And all the things that we now know about him, he was a big friend of Donald Trump. What do you think they'd be saying? You haven't heard Weinstein, hadn't heard a Weinstein story in forever. I mean, unless we were telling you. By the way, he's out in Arizona at one of these places supposedly cleaning himself up. He was spotted in public with two pretty blondes. No lie. You guys think I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Spotted in public with two beautiful blondes. He's learned nothing. And so we can play the what if game with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. What if Donald Trump had been in some powerful place in government where he could influence legislation, and Melania got a $500,000 speaking gig in Russia, and Donald then brokered a deal where $145 million went to the Trump Foundation, and that deal was done through a friend of his named, Podesta. and that group made $20 million in stock in the company, and et cetera, et cetera. What would we be talking about? You think maybe, here's what's interesting. This is why I tell you we don't have to play the what if game. If this happened, conservatives would say that's crooked. Donald Trump is more of the same. He claims to be fighting on behalf of the little guy when we learn of these things, and he's not fighting on behalf of us. And this is a travesty. He shouldn't be president, or he should be impeached. We should have a special counsel look into it, yada, yada. There's not a person among us who wouldn't be asking for that. And we would need fewer dots to connect. But we got collusion and cover up and all these other things. And the left, Hillary Clinton is still out there talking. She's on the 25th anniversary of Bill Clinton getting elected. And we'll play a clip on that here in a bit. And she's out there on the circuit talking as if she's completely scot-free in all of this. And what's funny about it is it's all at the fringe of illegality. It's at the fringe. It very well could be that every single piece of what the Clintons did isn't technically illegal. But you know it is illegal. They just skirted the law. That's what's so sad. If they're able to do that, because Alan Dershowitz said this when I was on Fox and Friends. If they're able to do that, people are going to be very upset. This is amazing to me. Play the what if game. What if Barack Obama had freed those young black men from China? Do you think the one's father would have said what he said to Donald Trump, that he had nothing to do with it? You know the answer. People would be lavishing praise on Barack Obama. And we got guys like Ben Howe, a so-called conservative. He's a never-Trumper. And he says, Trump's out there tooting his own horn about getting these guys released. Who else is going to do it, Ben? The media? You, never-Trumpers? The rhino Republicans? Donald Trump did those kids a favor, and he showcased the strength of American leadership when it's used correctly. And he gets those kids home, and you can compare. We don't even have to look for a place to look, a place to go here, folks. We got Otto Warmbier, who was imprisoned in North Korea and died when he got home. Young kid, healthy when he left. We've got Sergeant Tamaresi, Andrew Tamaresi, who was in a Mexican prison for the better part of a year. We've got enough examples. We've got Barack Obama, who released 5 bad guys back to the Taliban and wherever else they went because he wanted to bring back a traitor. We've got people that Barack Obama paid for $1 billion to Iran in order to get back those hostages. We've seen the contrast. So flip them. What if? What if Trump had done everything that I just said and Obama went and diplomatically got 3 black guys back home who had shoplifted? What would we be saying about it? I think you know the answers.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.